Do-do-do.
All right, here we are. It is, you know what that time it is. It's Wednesday, 8 p.m., 2024. And my friends, it is time for a Sunspot Hangout. It's been way too long since we've all been together on a night, especially on the book where we all stick our faces on. And also, if you're on YouTube, say hi as well. And it's nice to see you. Anyway, if we haven't met before and you're just randomly watching, that's weird. But we're glad to see you. And I am Mike, and that is...
I'm Ben.
Ben. And that is...
Hi, I'm Wendy.
There we go. And we're in the band Sunspot and hanging out for the first hangout of 2024. Okay, let's see who's hanging out in the peanut gallery. Oh, start out. Antho, how you doing? Pre-oofda, he came in early. Antho, Patreon oofda to you, my friend. Hope you're well.
Oofda.
And up, we got Stu, Patreon oofda to you as well.
What's up, Stu? Cheers.
I love it. Okay. Who's rolling around in there? Oh, Alistair. Hello, wonderful people. He's coming on YouTube. How I've missed you. We missed you too, Alistair. We got some good stuff coming up in 2024. So we just wanted to get started. So hope you're well. Oh, Brett from Thought Cloud. Blast from the past.
Hey, all right.
Sounds good,
Oh,
man.
gosh.
Hope you're doing well. Thought Cloud, a fantastic band.
I think I still have my Thought Cloud shirt.
Yeah, no, I
Nice.
great memories of
It's one I can't part with.
playing with those guys, meeting up at the Mission in Stevens Point, and then playing, in Minneapolis and Madison and having a great time. Oh, Robin from Galena. Hi, Robin. Hope you're
Hey,
doing all right.
Robin.
Happy New Year to you. Mark from Detroit. Detroit.
Mark.
Beautiful people. Well, we're certainly working on it. But hope
Too
you're well,
kind,
Mark.
really.
John, hey, Happy New Year. Great to see you. Great to see you as well. John also gets a Patreon oofda. Here you go. This is for you from my Tempest glass.
Happy New Year, John.
All right. Lisa, hey. All right.
Lisa.
Patreon oofda. Here we go. Whoop, bop.
Oofda.
Oofda. You guys going to run me out of beer by the first 5 minutes? Okay.
It's going to be...
Yeah. Oh, Okay. Oh, real quick, another Patreon note to Pam. Here you go.
What's
That
up?
starts out.
Happy New Year.
Okay. All right, we'll do some more with this in a second. Glad to see everybody stopping by. Pam, Chris from Lafayette. All right. Hope you're doing well. Chris was a bouncer at a fun place called Tasman's we used to play at. That was only 2 decades ago, so no sweat.
Remember it like yesterday, though.
I still have the signed poster in my garage.
Oh, very good.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Oh, Misty from Libertyville. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Misty.
Mm-hmm. Good to see you. Hope you've been ghost hunting. Hope you found something good.
Spooky.
Or something dead. Right? Man. Okay. Oh, Michelle. Another stuff from Libertyville. Great to see you. Michelle, I on your Facebook looks like you've been traveling all over the world. I am very jelly. So I hope you're having a great time. All right. And I am in the Glamour Shot studio today. That's where I'm joining you guys. And that's me in the Glamour Shot studio looking beautiful for you. Okay. A lot of good haze here. Oh, Prosit from New Braunfels, Texas, Johnny. Prosit to you. That sounds good. From Texas.
Hey,
I hope you guys are having a warm January in Texas, because we had a snowstorm today, and I was cleaning up all this morning. It was lovely. It was lovely. Oh, Michael Alexander, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, buddy.
What's up?
The
Cheers.
biggest of whiskeys out there. Fine band. Fine player. And a real good friend. Okay. Oh, Mark Ortiz, great job on Shark Tank. Thank you very much. I did appear on Shark Tank. I'm the guy who didn't get any money from Mark Cuban. But it certainly was a fun experience. He did, though, ask me if I wanted to play in the Dallas Mavericks next year. And to that, I said, yes, I will be their starting center.
Well, some musicians have side careers as actors, and your side career is going to be a basketball
I'm
player.
the next center for the Dallas Mavericks. I'm really excited. I've been training. They didn't even have to draft me. I was just like, okay, I'll do it. So wait till you see me in action. I played basketball in junior high, and I played for the church team, and I set a record for fouling out in
Congrats.
2 minutes and 5 seconds.
You're like 3 inches taller than Spud Webb, though.
Yes. No, of course. I mean, it's not my height that would make me a bad basketball player. It's the fact that I suck at basketball that makes me a bad basketball player.
Well, height's important too, though.
Yes. Well, that's an easy win. It's an easy win if you can jump or whatever. And I cannot, like Woody Harrelson in that movie. Okay. A couple more highs here real quick. Julie Duffy from Julie and Trev, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So we have some more Michiganders. All right. Sounds good. We're coming for your UP pretty soon.
Awesome.
We're
the other
coming
glove.
for your UP in August. We're going to take it back.
What's up, cousin?
And then Mohawk Matt from Wausau. Hey, it's been
Mohawk
a long time.
Matt.
wow.
Oh, and what a great profile picture, Matt. The natural one, the automatic fail
awesome.
on the D20. It's very nice. I like. And Slante from Marge.
Marge, Slancha. Friend of mine that I met in Ireland.
Oh, very good.
Hey, all right.
Beautiful violin player.
Okay, very cool. All right, you guys can connect on the fiddles there. So okay.
Yeah.
Now, Wendy. Now, obviously, how many times do people ask you, what do you call a fiddle? You call it a violin. All right. What do you call it?
Yes, the answer is yes.
The Irish call it a fiddle? Or do the Irish have a certain, do they call it like a tennis holster or?
No, I mean, you can call it a fiddle or a violin, but typically when referencing it in that style of music, people refer to it as a fiddle.
Okay.
And same thing with like bluegrass or country, but it's same instrument. So you can call it whatever you want, really.
All right. That sounds good. Well, the thing is that I took my 23andMe, right? And it did say that I'm like 33% Irish and English.
Oh.
And I've been trying to increase the amount of level of Irish in my blood by drinking Jameson. And it seemed to work.
Have you rerun the test to see if the percentage went up?
Well, after my last 175 of Jameson, I
Oh.
woke up a leprechaun.
Oh.
So,
You can buy that in 175, huh?
oh yeah, that's the only way to buy it, because otherwise you're paying. I mean, you save like $5 if you buy 1.75 detergent anyway. Okay, Stu, I heard it's a fiddle when you're trying to buy one, and a violin when you're trying to sell one.
Nice. That's a good one. I have not heard that, but
Funny.
There you go.
sounds right. Accurate.
Okay. Oh, Chris Conrad, love you, Mike, but stick to the bass.
Oh,
Nice.
So he's not going to be the biggest.
East.
Hey,
He
all
won't be
right,
buying your
Chris.
jersey, apparently, Mike.
That's right. Well, you know, being a bass player is a lot like being the center of a basketball team. So, you know, I have to get the rebounds when Ben misses the shot. Okay. But anyway, I don't even know who plays in the Dallas Mavericks. I couldn't tell you. I didn't even know if Mark Cuban plays in the Dallas Mavericks. Like, he's the forward, right? Like, he's the guy that makes the passes and the calls. I have no idea.
I mean, I assume.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's his team, why wouldn't he play on it?
Right? That it's like bringing the ball to the schoolyard. You bring the ball, you expect to be, like, you of course are going to get picked.
And you get to do the choosing people, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of situations in bands where some guys just get in the band. Like, why? Well, he had the PA. You know, it's like certain singers and things like that. It's like, well, he's got to be in the band. Yeah, because he got the equipment. So
or drum set.
Yeah,
is also one.
That guy plays drums. Well, great. He owns a drum set. Great. He's in the band.
And we're practicing at his house.
Isn't he good? He's in the band. Okay, Marge does say you need to up your game from drinking Jameson.
There you go.
I'm sure I do it. I'm sure there's better stuff, and I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it.
So much.
Do they sell an ocean of it at Harley's Bait and Liquor down the street is the question.
Nice.
Oh, and Eric LaBrosse, a fine producer.
Eric.
Worked with a million times and fantastic. Hope to again. Miss you guys. I'll watch this later. Stuffing my face with lasagna right now.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Okay, that does sound yummy. Hope your face feels fully stuffed. And then hope you're killing it, Eric. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and we missed you in 2023, and we're looking forward to spending more time with you intimately in 2024. And so now that it's the new year, what's everybody, you know, how's everybody doing on the resolutions, right? Did you guys
Great.
well, not drinking doesn't have to be in your resolution. I mean, it probably should be, but so what kind of resolutions did we make? Wendy, let's start with you. What kind of resolutions did you make in 2024? When that clock struck midnight,
Yeah.
what did you change?
Well, my big goal for this year is to learn how to chop on the violin. So I started taking this online class, strum bowing method. So
Ooh.
because I've always wanted to be able to do that, and I've never really dedicated time to it. So
Being a chopper.
yeah, so my goal is to like be able to chop well enough to perform with it this year.
Okay.
So for the uninitiated, are you
Thank
gonna
you.
ask
Yes.
what's chopping? What you say is chopping. It's a technique used on the violin or the fiddle, depending on what your music you're playing. But you basically they call it strum bowing also, because you're basically playing all of the subdivision notes. Like, it's hard to describe. It's more like strumming a guitar. Instead of playing like this,
Okay.
you're playing chugga 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 chugga. And like in between the notes, you're playing this little percussive. You're using the strings basically as a percussion instrument.
Okay.
So yeah, so you get kind of a rhythm and melody. You can play both at the same time, or you can just play a melody with like percussion. So
All right. All right.
does that sound familiar to anybody? Like, I'm sure you've seen a local artist, Mark Croft. He plays with a fiddle player
Does a lot
Oh
of
my gosh,
chopping.
I'm spacing. I'm embarrassing myself right now. He's an amazing player, and he does that a lot, and he's so good at it.
All right.
But yeah,
Okay, that sounds good. Well, I hope you get the chopping. Your Strumbo, and hope it turns out well.
well, you'll be hearing it if it does.
Yeah, right. That's we're all gonna get it. Speaking of violin player, Marge, she says that a resolution is to remember to write 2024 on checks.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is good. I've already screwed that up about 3 times. I've
Oh
sent
my
out
gosh.
invoices with the wrong date or the in 2023 already.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've started off big.
whoops.
Started off big in the new year. Um, Mark Ortiz. This year, I'm going to tell more people to F off. Okay, so Mark's
There you
resolution
go.
is to stand up for himself. Or
Strong.
unless it's random people. Unless you want to tell just random people, F off, jerk. But yeah, no, standing up for yourself, I think is an awesome resolution.
That is. It's a good one.
Johnny, I resolved to drink more beer and I'm doing great. Hey. Fantastic. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Oh, Tom Ferrari's here. A little oofda from St. Louis.
What's up,
Hey,
Tom?
Tom.
Hope you're
Cheers.
well.
Oofda.
Well.
Well, what
all
about
right.
you, Mike?
Well, okay, for resolutions. I mean, I had a bunch. I mean, number one was to spend less time on the internet. I thought it would be a good one because I spend a lot of time on the internet. And so spend more time in Meet Space and less time in MySpace. I thought would be good. So I'm doing all right on that. Maybe not. I'll try not to check email before noon was a big one. There's some days I can and some days I can't. So I think be more present was the biggest resolution, was to be where I am instead of wherever my phone is at the time or whatever emails I get or messages and things like that. So to be with the people I am in the physical space with more than the people I am in the internet space with. I thought would be a good resolution. And and also obviously suck down less alcohol. That's a big one. I was watching a video with Zach Wilde, because now Zach Wilde he's Ozzy's guitar player, or was Ozzy's guitar player for No More Tears, The Ultimate Sin. He had a big run in the '90s, and Zach Wilde's his post Ozzy band is called Black Label Society. So it's named after Johnny Walker Black Label. He named his band after booze. And then he hasn't had a drink in 15 years because he had some blood clots that were dangerous. And so he's like, I won some world championships and now I got to quit. And then, Slash quit. So it just seems like all the people who made band partying super glamorous, kind of they all had to quit, or they died. I interviewed a bass player of a band called the Dead Boys, which, I mean, obviously, so the Dead Boys were the band. If you guys ever heard "Ain't It Fun" by Guns N' Roses, right? That's a cover of the Dead Boys song "Ain't It Fun." And if you've they probably made more money from Guns N' Roses cover than they did anything else. But anyway, Cheetah Chrome was the bass player, and he wasn't born Cheetah Chrome. That wasn't his real name. But so he was the bass player, and he, when I interviewed him, and I was like, "What's the biggest difference you see in the rock scene now from when you started in the '70s in New York and the punk scene and the CBGBs and everything like that?" And he's just like, "Everybody's dead. Most of the people didn't make it, and he's like, I just thank God that I'm still around, kind of thing." And so, anyway, I'd like to make it. So I'm resolving to be a little bit healthier. Not too much healthier, Not like that Brian Johnson guy or whatever that wants to live till he's 106. If you've seen, he's an internet meme right now. Like he takes blood treatments from his son, like he's got like a teenager son or an almost 20-year-old son, and he has blood treatments from his son that he takes and everything like that. He's a tech billionaire or tech hundreds of millionaire, and he's trying to live forever.
His plan is to live forever by sucking the life directly out of his offspring.
Wow.
Yeah, so I figured a little healthier could be better.
Good plan.
Kind of thing. I don't want to end up being a member of the band The Dead Boys. Yeah, so I thought.
I'm assuming that's not the AC/DC Brian Johnson.
No, Brian. It's Brian with a Y. Brian Johnson. And he's a super rich tech guy. Lisa, he is a vampire. No, he is a vampire, Lisa. Like that is, well, don't they call them vampire facials? If you get a facial with blood, you can get a facial with blood in it, right?
I don't know. That sounds nasty.
Scott Marcus, thank you. He's got a blood boy. That must be the reference in Silicon Valley. Indeed,
that's right.
His blood boy is his boy. Scott, you are correct, sir. You are correct, sir. And then Anto brings us back. Woo, Zach. All right. Yeah, dude, Zach Wild's amazing.
Yeah.
Just an amazing guitar player. Okay. So anyway, be healthy. And I'm taking steps towards that. And also be more present. But I think of resolutions as more of a system than a thing. Like I try to put myself in a situation where I'm doing something every day, or, so instead of like, if I don't get it perfect, then I broke the resolution, all bets are off, I'm going to jump off the bridge or whatever. I'm going to jump off the bridge probably anyway, but it's not because of the resolution. But like the whole thing is, if you put yourself in a situation to hopefully win, then hopefully you get to the other side of it. All right, Ben, what are you resolving in the dark back there? What's Ben doing in the dark?
Well, I strive to be my best self every day, so I guess I don't have any specific New Year's resolution. I know that's a total cop-out, but I just have never believed in it.
Oh, okay. Well, they've been doing it for at least a couple thousand years. People even did it.
Oh yeah,
in ancient
it works
Rome,
for some people.
like
it's totally cool.
So the celebration of the god Janus. So the two-faced god, January, is named after him. He's got two faces. So January, the first month of the year, Janus, two faces, one god facing back and one god facing forward. Like the idea that January is the liminal month where it's on the other side. So, Stacy, I prefer daily goals to resolutions. Stacy also gets a Patreon. Oof.
Yeah, here you go.
This bud's for you.
Good to see you virtually.
Yes. I think any way, I think resolutions are great. Any way that we can try to make ourselves better, or, that shows there's some kind of hope there. When you're just like, I'm never going to get better.
Yeah, I think it's like, because a lot of people do it at the beginning of the year, it's also like easy to leverage the energy and the motivation from other people. You can talk to other people about it and kind of help each other stay on track or whatever. So I like that part of it. But yeah, daily goals is a good call, Stacy.
There's some accountability to it, right? When if you do it at a certain time, I think that
and it's just like when you're running a race or something, you feel the motivation of everybody else doing it with you. Like I like that feel. I feel like that helps me with my motivation, knowing other people are.
Jerry Seinfeld said something great about that. I heard him in an interview with Tom Papa on satellite radio. This is like 12 or 13 years ago. And Jerry Seinfeld says that the thing he likes about living in New York, he was born there and stuff, but what he likes about it is you walk down the street and you see so many people going for it. Like there's, Wall Street guys and entertainers and everybody. You see all these people just going for something. And he's like, the intensity level brings his intensity level up, he said. So I thought that was an interesting thing. Like he likes living in New York because of that.
When I moved to Madison, I felt the same way. Like coming from our small town, moving to Madison, I felt the same way. Like the energy of the thousands, not millions of people, but yeah, there was life. Like people were going for it. That's a great way to put it.
Yes.
College felt that way a lot too.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we all moved up here and everybody's got their big dreams and
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, 25 years later, we're like, oh, those dreams. I'll get back. I'll find some new ones.
mwah.
Yes. Okay. Hey, let's jump into it. Let's jump into a song. Kick it off. It is. Oh man. Let's see. For the first song today, we thought we'd go back because it is a snowstorm day, which is great. We thought we'd think about warmer times and show Summer Day from our Major Arcana album and our live release. So and this is live. This felt pretty good. So this we did a pretty good job for a live album. When I listened to it again today, I'd listened to it in several years. I'm like, hey, this sounds like the song. So we thought we'd play you guys how it sounds on stage and maybe inspire you to come and check out our next Sunspot show. Here's a little bit of A Summer Day.
The viciousness of a summer day. Well, I don't know where the road will lead me next. Yes, my old man will become me. And he said, nothing is all you do and it's all you'll ever be. It might make you sad that this is my home. It might make you mad that this is all I know. The viciousness of a summer day, where nothing is all to do when it's all to ever be. It's all I'll be. A triplets waste of space. Another welfare case. You can't make me grow up. I won't waste my time on your assembly line. You can't make me grow up. It's like a lazy lounge chair and a nice cold high life. Oh, I don't know what I ever want to change. Ambition falls away as I drift to sleep. This moment's gone, but it was mine to keep. It might make you sad that this is my home. You're just like my dad, what do you know? And the pervasiveness of a summer day, where nothing is all to do when it's all I have to be. It's all I'll be. Triplets waste of space, another welfare case. You can't make me grow up. I won't waste my time on your assembly line. You can't make me grow up. Come on, man, go get 'em. It might make you sad that this is my home. You're just like my dad, what do you know? And the purposelessness of a summer day, where nothing is all to do and it's all I'll ever be. It's all I'll be. Triplets waste of space, another welfare case. You can't make me grow up.
hearing that crowd go wild. That's a that's a nice feeling. It's a fun to revisit that one.
Good memories.
Yeah. Yeah. And so anyway, just a little bit of music. Oh, and we had some nice comments in that. I appreciate that. Ben, I think this is for you. You are also amazing, talented, and highly intelligent.
Aw.
Love you all. Well, thank you.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
Appreciate
Cindy.
Thanks, Cindy.
We
Hope
love
you're
you too.
Staying warm out there in the Michigander way. Tony, another thought cloud guy. Always one of their best songs. Tony, fine drummer, I believe, and a fine author too. I've got his book.
Exceptional drummer.
I got his book,
Yeah.
Angel of Mary's Heights, on my shelf right over there. Right, the drummer is a multi-talented. That's what they call a polymath. And the thing is that a drummer that can actually like write like words.
Oh,
that's
not even
something
funny,
special.
dude.
I know it wouldn't be funny if it weren't true, and that's the problem with stereotypes. Is they always have that kernel of drummer spell. Okay, Stacy loved the lyrics. Well, thank you, very brilliant.
Stacy.
Sometimes we have our moments. I will say that. So we do appreciate the kind words. And March, I'm still. It's got to. If you're in Ireland,
Thanks, March.
it's got to be.
Well, she's in Boston.
Oh, okay. Well,
I met her in Ireland, though.
9:30. I see. I was that's pretty late, guys.
Yeah, it's very.
Very good. No, and Leah's here. It's the whole. We could have you guys should jump on. We have a Thought Cloud reunion.
Oh my gosh.
Get everybody together
Wow.
and hear how you've been doing.
That'd be amazing.
Quality band. Okay, we should probably talk about questions for.
Yeah.
Let's grab a poll.
Who wants to do a poll?
We'll do a poll, and you guys can participate. Right? Who wants to dance on the poll? You guys do. And so here is the. You can go. Hold on. You can go on your. It's got a QR code. Welcome to the future, everybody.
QR code.
Yes, you can do the QR code. Let me stick it up there.
You fancy.
I know. Why I do what I can. I do what I can, but let me unlock the scene, and then there you can go to this place, or you can do the QR code. Oh, right over my face too. Hold on, let me move this thing. There, but you can go to there. Stick it up at the top here.
Nice. Let's see if we can put that in the chat, maybe.
Yeah. And then you can copy and paste it. That's correct. You can copy and paste it and go in there. Tiny URL. It's still around.
Nice. Whee URL.
And jump it in. Okay. Oh, and hey, Sam Marquardt. Hope you and Kyle are doing great. Happy New Year to you guys.
Oh, Happy New
Hope
Year.
we see you in 2024. Ryan. Oh, Meryl. Still love it. Still love it.
Oh my
Meryl,
gosh.
Ryan.
Victory Lane.
Good
Oh,
times.
man. Rest in
Victory
peace,
Lane.
Victory Lane.
Right.
Yeah, I missed that place.
Okay. So let's jump in and check out who's in the poll. And let me know if you guys cannot get in there. Oh, there's a pin. Sorry. Here's the pin you might need.
It's like loading. It says waiting for the response of current question from admin side.
Oh. Hold on. Let me go back in.
I don't know if everybody else is getting that too. I want to play the quiz.
I want to play the quiz too. Room joined successfully. Well, the
Enjoy
first
the only one
question
that can
to
play.
think about it was, what instrument do you wish you played? We have a lot of musicians out there. And so if you could play an instrument, or if there was an instrument that you wish you would be able to play, what would that be? And Wendy, are you still getting that?
Yeah, it's still doing the same thing.
Me too.
Okay. Did not giving you a pin or anything like that?
No, just waiting for the response of current question from admin side.
Response at current question. I don't even know what that means. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna put them in the chat.
All right,
So
that's fine.
Skip the poll guru.
We're not fancy anymore.
No, we haven't used it in a year and a half or 2 years.
All right.
So it's been a bit. So I guess it was funny. Stacey's like, I'm not enough fancy to have a QR code app. But we're not fancy enough to make it work. Stacey, so
We thought we were.
You're just fine. Okay, let me go back into comments and reactions. If you know, what instrument do you wish you could play? Marge, I wish I could play the piano for real. I can play by ear somewhat. Yeah, that's mine. I think the piano is a really useful instrument. I think it's the most useful instrument. I think the guitar is very useful, but the piano with all them keys, really useful in everything else. And so to me, as a bass player there's 4 strings, there's 20 notes. When you start going up too high and start noodling around up there, it just sounds silly. It sounds like an elephant, like you see an elephant singing high notes. You're like, well, what is he doing? He needs to be roaring loudly. With a piano, though, you can play the low notes and you can tinkle up the ivories all the way up the top, and it's a lot of fun. Leah's with me.
Do elephants roar?
Keys.
Is that what you would call that sound?
Scott would be wants to be a Ben Folds level piano player. Oh, pretty good.
That's a good go.
Maybe you can
that would be awesome.
Scott, you can do it like when we saw him. You can just turn the piano over or whatever.
Destroy it.
You can just destroy it. So you could be that level very quickly. You can make a quantum leap in your playing. Antho, the sax. Okay, Antho, if you learn to play the sax on a song, we will put you on a song in a sax. So
We'll learn Careless Whisper just so we can play it with you.
yeah. John wants to play the guitar, electric and acoustic. Okay, I think that's a good. Tony, wow, with the sneak around here, the bagpipe.
So you want to be a piper, do ya?
Do you? You
That's
think
a
you
good
can
one.
handle it, laddie? I do not. All right. I'd love to play the drums.
Yes, Stacey, do it.
Yeah, it's true. I think the drums are amazing. I'd love to play them as well. I think that's the kind of instrument where
I recommend it.
If you play the drums really well, it's awesome. It's just so
fun.
physical and fun. You don't have time for things like, clever speech or addition, subtraction. There's that level where the better you are at calculus, the worse you are at drums. Isaac Newton, he was a polymath and he'd never played drums. Okay, so I think that's a good one. I think the most out of left field though one is Antho with the sax. He's like,
Yeah, that's
man, I wanna play the
surprising.
sax, right? It's like, I want to take lessons from Bill Clinton. I'd like to take lessons too, but not music. So pretty good. Okay, the second question: what was the last concert you attended? And it could be like a local band or something like that, but it's got to be a real concert you
Still
attended. It can't be
concert.
something you kind of just showed up at. Where you're like, oh, I was downtown and the concerts in the square were going on. That's a concert. That's a non-intent. Like, what's an intentional thing you went to? There we go, Scott. Now you're talking, buddy. Sunspot at McCullough's Pub.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. I like.
Gosh, that was that long ago.
Boston Pops.
Ooh, that's
Wow. Holy cow.
classy, Marge.
It is classy.
I've always wanted to see Boston Pops someday.
Lisa, Sunspot. I like the way you guys work. This is a quality group of people.
This is awesome.
It's an amazing, amazing group. Boy George in Milwaukee. Robin,
Oh,
now
wow.
you're talking.
Ooh.
You know, it's funny. I showed my daughter wanted to stay up to midnight on New Year's Eve, right? And I'm like, okay, give it a shot. See if it can happen. And I remember being 7 years old and staying up on New Year's Eve. My parents were at a party; they were gone, and so it's just me and my sister. And I stayed up and watched Friday night videos because that watched it on. And so the videos I remember watching, of course, because it was 1983, Thriller was on there because that was the biggest video of the year.
Oh yeah.
But I just remember sitting there and watching the Karma Chameleon video. So I was like, well, you're 7. Why don't we watch the videos I watched when I was 7 and stay up and watch them? And she didn't make it to midnight. So, but it was a good attempt. It was hard enough it was hard to take the sandbag up the stairs when it was time for bed, but it was fun. But yeah, the Karma Chameleon video, I thought Boy George was great. She was like, eh. So I don't know that he speaks to this generation.
Shocking.
Not
Just
sure that
shocking.
Boy George speaks to this generation. But he spoke to me.
It would be like if your parents, when you were a kid, put like the Big Bopper on or something.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. But 7 years old, my parents, it'd been like them putting Frank Sinatra song on or Glenn Miller. Like I think my dad was 7 before Glenn Miller died in that plane crash or whatever. They'd be like, "What do you think about this, boy?" I'm like, "I think it sounds like a World War II movie, Dad." Beyonce at Soldier Field. My wife came there to see Rammstein with me, so I was
nice.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I mean, I bet that was a good show. I mean, obviously, she's
Queen
gonna
Bee.
put some money
Heck yeah.
in there, so that would be fun.
Definitely.
Misty Sunspot in Libertyville.
Woohoo.
That is a strong choice, my friend.
Oh, John saw you two in Vegas.
Was that at the
At the
Sphere?
Had
What?
to
You
have
went
been.
to the Sphere.
Well, I was asking if it was at the Sphere.
I mean, I think it would have to be the Sphere because I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
if
think
they're not playing
that's
Caesars.
where they
or
were in
whatever.
Vegas.
They're not playing the Bunkhouse Saloon.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to go to
There's
the
like
Sphere.
150,000 speakers at the Sphere.
Yeah, and then you're inside, like this giant
Flying around.
LED
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Amazing.
It's so cool.
I mean, that's how they do. So Disney developed a new thing for like the Mandalorian, which was this gigantic LED. So they had to use the green screen less. They have these huge LED screens behind them that encompass like the whole stage, and that's how they shoot. And a lot of the Star Wars shows and the Marvel shows now are shot. Instead of having it be a green screen, you have actually the set is
wow.
already built as LED, and that's what being in the Sphere seems like.
That's really cool.
It seems like it. Leah went to see the Plus in Eau Claire. Oh, at the Plus.
Cool.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a fun place.
Wonder what venues are still there, or if there's any new cool ones.
Stacy went to go see the Mac
Oh yes.
without Lindsay, right? He got fired, and it's Mike Campbell from Tom Petty's band is took over the spot. But it's you kind of want to see Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks staring each other like daggers at each other or whatever the whole time. Like that's part of the fun of Fleetwood Mac, the fact that they all slept together and they all hate each other. But mountains of drugs and money keep the train rolling. Okay. Oh, Pam, Sunspot at Haunt America conference.
Aw, that was a long time ago, Pam. We got to get you to more concerts.
Yes, more Sunspot ones at least.
I mean, preferably, but
Okay, Dana, Trapper. I think it's Trapper Shep, but Trapper Schweppes sounds like.
no,
a
she
little
corrected
music.
it in the next
Oh, a
message.
little music, little ginger ale. Sounds nice.
Schweppes.
Sounds like sorry, Chef. No, I know. It just made me funny. I thought of that. Look, all right, sounds good. Like,
What about you
John
guys?
went to third level. I don't know what third level is.
Oh, the third level of a sphere.
The third level of.
I'm assuming.
I get it. Less about the about the screen, less than the band.
Yeah,
I understand.
You don't need to be close to the band because you're looking up the whole time, probably.
Yeah, that's true. The last band I went to see, oh man, I went to see Tune Yards at the Majestic,
Oh, nice.
and that was pretty fun. That woman does a lot of there's a lot of quirky, crazy electronics and stuff like that. That was really fun. Like it was different, you know. So that was a good show. How about y'all?
Goodyear Pimps for me.
Oh yeah,
They're-
at the High Noon.
Their last show ever.
Right. I think their last show, that was probably the 30th of their last shows. But I mean, still great.
Yeah, they are great.
Yeah. The last concert I went to was the Vel Phillips Memorial High School Band concert, conducted by conductor Ben Yeager.
Sweet.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Pretty solid. Very sweet rockin' performance.
Okay, sounds good.
Wendy, you're awesome.
Yeah, thank you. You know,
Okay.
no, you're
Tony-
awesome, dude.
Tony went to go see Jawbreaker.
Oh,
Last national show was awesome. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
wait, did you?
What'd you say? When?
Sorry, it was scroll up a bunch, but Robin said she saw Boy George in Milwaukee.
Right. That's why we talked about Karma
Oh,
Community.
sorry, I got
That was the beginning of the conversation.
I'm a little behind.
That's okay.
I'm just scrolling through, making sure we didn't miss anybody.
Yeah, you know, the Jawbreaker may be interesting. I think about a lot of those, like the hardcore and heavy and stuff. I think about when in 2018 or 19, we saw Andrew WK at South by Southwest. And, you know, it was maybe a few, like maybe 500 people there or something. And like the people moshing up front and everything we get in. But everybody in the mosh pit was 40 years old. You know, like it was the oldest mosh pit. I thought they would have, like they would hand
dangerous.
out crutches at the end or something like that. I was like, don't worry, there's a chiropractor on site to straighten out your back problems. But that's how I think about these old shows. Or, you know, I went to go see Real Big Fish and Less Than Jake and stuff when with our friend Joel, God rest his soul, when we lived in Minneapolis. And like that was, you know, just like old ska guys. And it was an interesting thing because
Yeah.
you remember these things, these mosh pits of young people fighting at each other and stuff like that. It's still those same people, but time has passed. So now you jump in and everything like that. Like, who are all these old guys? And then I jump in, I'm like, uh-oh, they're me. So that's what I think, you know, that's what I think about, you know, like the heavy bands from the 90s and the punk bands and stuff. This makes me laugh a little bit. Stacy Little ZZ Top. Speaking of guys,
Whoa.
right, that's been around for a long time.
that I bet that was fun.
Yeah. You can never tell how old they are because those beards have been around forever. And the only guy without a beard in the band, Beard's his last name.
Whoa.
I don't think
That's pretty funny.
I don't think that's a coincidence. Stu said he saw a local Cincinnati band called Anafont. I go to see a lot of local bands. Last show with bands of more regional presence was Andy Frasco and Maggie Rose.
Well, Stu, that's great that you see a lot of local bands. And on
Yes.
behalf of one, thank you.
Yes, we certainly appreciate it.
No, it's great to check out the local talent there.
Yes.
Since he's got a lot of it.
Tony loved and interviewed Real Big Fish many times in college. Yeah, they were, I mean, super fun ska thing. You know, Anto, practice your sax, get you into some ska bands and stuff like that.
There you go.
Keep working. And the final question, and I think this is appropriate for the people we're talking to, is what time do you think a rock show should start? Not what time do you think the show should have started when you were 25 or in 1996
Well,
or 2010.
some of them
Like,
are 25.
no. What I mean, though, I mean, just in general, like if I'd say, because I could be like, well, I think it should start at 11 p.m. because that's when the things really get going. But like, when, what time you think it's just like, what's the appropriate time you think? And one of the reasons I think about this is because I think about MTV Spring Break 1998. And I'm watching Spring Break 1998. And I had to always work over spring break to make money for college or whatever. So I was always, had to work during spring break while I'd watch, people be like, oh man, spring break's so awesome. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's great. I get to pick up 40 extra hours. So that year I'm watching MTV Spring Break from Jamaica or something. And it's gorgeous and it's beautiful. It's in the sunshine and bikinis and I'm dying there. And Orgy, like that goth industrial kind of, enough pop industrial and stuff like that, are playing. And Orgy is playing at MTV Spring Break. The hair is black. They try a little smoke machine, whatever, but they're playing their songs and everything. And to me, I'm like, why the hell do they have this band playing on a beach? Like, what is going on here? Orgy should not start before 5 p.m., and that's as if we're in the Arctic Circle and it's dark already. Like, there should not be, like, watching that band play outside, I thought was it was just misplaced. I was like, what are they doing? So that's what I mean. I was like, there's just certain times. Do you think a rock show, what time does it work?
I was actually on spring break in 1998. I saw Young MC you remember Young MC?
Of course.
Yeah, I saw Young MC at America's largest nightclub, La Vila, in Panama City.
Okay.
And then the next day they set it up for it was still WWF at the time. They had a professional wrestling event from the club the next afternoon.
Awesome. Yeah. Wait, speaking of, was Tim with you at that time? Because his time is beer 30 is when Tim thinks.
Nice. Tim was with me for Spring Break 99.
Oh man!
I don't know if Tim, did you come on the 98 one?
Ben obviously had a good time because he remembers not. He didn't just see Orgy. Okay, so
I mean, yeah, it was in a previous century.
That's true. It's a different millennium.
That weird. Back in '99.
Stacy, rock show starts at 9 and goes on forever.
Go forever.
That's how it feels. That's how it was. That's how it was. We played at the Bunkhouse Saloon in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
The band just didn't stop. Like, keep going.
It's true.
Leah, 9 p.m. Okay. John, 9:24 p.m. I like the specificity. Really, no, I think if you start at 9:22, it kind of it just makes the set a little weaker.
It's not the right vibe.
They aren't ready. They aren't ready. Stu, I think the bigger question is, what time do you think it should end? That's called Freebird o'clock, Stu. That's when it ends. When somebody calls for it, or you have to play it because you have no other songs to play. John, 8 is great if no opener. Yeah? Dana,
Tim 99 was in Miami.
Nothing worse than Orgy on the beach. All right, Dana.
Nice.
I just didn't feel it.
See what you did there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't feeling it. Antho, 5 o'clock, enough time for a dinner and then home.
That's pretty early, but
he's a matinee guy.
I like the emoji that he had with it.
Terry, from Max Inc. Radio. Like, I just went to stay. It started loosely at 6 p.m. Actually, 6:45. Right. The club owners always do that too. They'll loosely be, okay, we're going to start this show at 8 o'clock. And then they'll be like, oh, can we really start at 9:30? I want to trick people to drink beer. Wrapped up by 10 on a school night. That seems reasonable. You're home.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
When I think about being a kid or whatever, it's like, well, if I was an adult and I was home in time to watch Johnny Carson or whatever, that seems like a reasonable adult time to go to bed.
Can still get plenty of sleep. And still, that's like over 3 hours of music.
Yes.
Not bad.
Lisa, I'm good with early. She's like the afternoon, early evening. So her and Antho be at those shows. Leah, rock equals darkness. I feel
Agreed.
like some of the lights, like the lighting does help.
Yeah.
Especially if the band sucks. Like cool lights can make, cool lights can can make a pedestrian band a lot more exciting. You know,
It is frustrating
distract-
when we're opening for somebody and they get the lights and we don't.
that's
Oh yeah.
We start at like 5 o'clock.
that's just what they're gonna do.
Like you
Yeah.
peons.
Right.
You don't deserve lights.
Right.
Play in the dark.
No, I mean,
No, it's funny.
the local yokels get the short end, and that's okay. Like that's the job. You know, the job. Like you don't want to outshine the star. Like
We're not bitter.
I hear about bands in the '70s and stuff, and when they go on tour, and if like let's say the headliner wasn't doing that well, or maybe one of the guys had succumbed to his drug problem or things like that, and their shows were kind of shitty, then they would do and the opener would outshine them. Like the sound guys and the light guys, they would do things to screw with the opener so they wouldn't be as awesome and they wouldn't make the last band sound bad. So that's on purpose, but I can definitely see it. Pam, 9 or 9:30 otherwise. That's pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That's not old.
I think that seems reasonable.
Yeah. 9 o'clock just
Perfectly
means you're going to wake up
reasonable.
before 3 p.m. the next day. Okay.
Right.
Stacy, orgies should always start at midnight. Yeah. It's always best done in the dark. Otherwise it looks like the end of the movie From Beyond with all those bodies on top of each other. Yeah. Okay, and Brett, a little comment about the lights. Hey, look at it this way. If you got lights, maybe you'd make $50 less because the sound guy would have to move his arms a little.
That's an excellent point you make, Brett.
Yes. Right. That is right. That is right. Okay. Hey, let's jump into a song really quick. Because guess who's playing in the playoffs on Sunday, and that's the Green Bay Packers.
Oh dear.
And they're playing the Dallas Cowboys. And so in 2008, we went to go tailgate a Dallas Cowboys Green Bay Packers game at Lambeau Field to make a little video for our song Go Pack, which was then on an album called Tailgate Tunes. Oh wait, Leah said you said local yokels, and the next and the text converted to local yogurts. That's how it feels. So anyway, so we thought since the Packers are playing the Cowboys this weekend in the playoffs, we should probably play Go Pack as our final song tonight to just encourage it and hope to do well. And if you're a Dallas fan,
Good vibes.
I'm sorry,
in the air.
Dallas is a fine team. I hated you guys in the 90s, but today we hope you lose gracefully. And so this song is Go Pack.
In the frozen tundra of tidal town, we don't even miss kickoff or mass. Winning is the only thing we know. of Titletown. We play every game like it's our last. When we see that green and gold, we say go back. When other teams say that it's too cold, we say go back. And when our team bands won't yield, we say go back. We'll toast our beers to Lambeau Field, we say go back. Living in Wisconsin, go back. We only got one choice, go back. And when we see those colors, go back. We have to raise our voice. Living in Wisconsin, go back. We only got one choice, go back. And when we see those colors, go back. We got to raise our voice. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
Okay. All right, hold on. There he is. All right, so that was Go Pack. And it was a little bit the intro of Arthuriana there because I hit the wrong button. But we'll have to say that for next time. So, no, it was, man, that was a fun video to make. We played at McCullough's in Racine the night before. And then I had tickets for the game with my father, and so my father met us up there and admonished me for wearing the suit jacket and tie and stuff like that. He's like, "Wearing a suit to a football game?" And I'm like,
How
"Well,
dare
Dad,
you?"
I was shooting the video, Dad. It's green and gold." He's like, "All right." But yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, so that was Go Pack. Some very kind comments, obviously. Tim says it's still in his top 100 songs about the Packers.
Top 100. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim. We're with you. Ryan, Go Pack. Yeah, big game. Stacy doesn't watch Get Football, and it doesn't exist on our home planet. Understood.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but
We don't have much of a choice here.
No, it's kind of right. So you just have to.
Well, we only have one choice.
Right.
There, yeah, sorry.
You grin and accept it. But it can be really fun. Michelle was at the game.
Oh my gosh, we might have seen her in the.
Yes.
Oh, no way.
We might have seen you in the parking lot
I was the guy in the
if you were tailgating.
the
Hey,
green
all
and gold
right.
suit whose dad didn't want to be seen with him. Pam, brilliant song and video. Thank you, Pam.
Thanks.
And Andy. Andy, hope you're well. Hey, nerds. All right.
What's up, Andy?
Doing good.
Oh,
Oh.
Terry said that they're going to play the song on Max Inc. Radio this Saturday.
Hey. We
So
are playing
thank
this
you.
on Max Inc. Radio.
We love
That's
Max Inc. Radio.
That's on it's going to be like 12 different stations across Wisconsin. Max Inc., Rocker, Terry, and Jimmy K. Have a great show where they talk about local bands and music, and that's 7:00 on Saturday nights on any civic media station.
And you can also find it on maxincradio.com if you don't live in those places.
Listen on the webs, and you can hear a variety of local Packer songs, of which ours is in the top 100. So no, that was nice. So that'll be fun. Now we're going to get together again in a couple of weeks with the Patreons. Anybody that's interested in checking that out, please join us for that. And we'll be doing some more music and probably have some new stuff and things like that. So make sure you check. You can go to our Patreon stuff, and that is patreon.com/sunspotmusic. You find out more about us. If you are not on the email list, sunspotmusic.com is a great place to join and hear more about it and what we're doing. But yeah, so you can visit those things. And next month we'll have some new stuff for you. And we're just happy to get into the new year, join everybody, celebrate a little bit the fact that we're still alive, we're still breathing, and rock and roll still feels really good. Oh, that's right, Terry. Packer fans used to wear suits to the games in the old days. Yeah. You know who else wore a suit, Dad? Vince Lombardi. No, I'm just busting on my dad. He's great.
Pretty good.
That should really be the official Packer anthem. I agree. We can convince
Hey.
the management.
I also agree.
Those kind of royalties sure would do us well. Oh, Terry, what's the Packers bar in NYC that your friends own? Because I went there with my wife. I went to a Packers bar in New York City a couple of years ago with my wife to watch a game, and they had a shot ski, and they're like, "Oh, they're famous for the shot skis."
Yeah,
and I thought it was
like
a Polish.
Wolski's.
Well, I thought it was a Polish thing. Like, oh, shot skis sound good. So there must be something you order at halftime or whatever, and it's like some kind of Polish shot. Maybe it has a Polish liqueur, or maybe. Maybe you order something, they give you the wrong thing. I mean, I don't know how to do it, if it's going to be a Polish shot or whatever. No, it was just a ski, like an actual ski that they put shots on top of. And you just had, you just ordered like a ski with like 10 shots on it. And then you have a group of people, like a ski that.
Aren't the shot glasses like glued to the ski so that everybody has to do them together in parallel?
Maybe.
I thought that was
wow.
just,
I was so I was so disappointed with it. I
You
didn't
don't
even pay attention. Tim, yeah, what bar was it? CBGB, Cold Beer, Green Bay.
Yes, Tim, that's
Brilliant.
it. That must be.
That would be brilliant. That would be brilliant.
We played a Packer bar in Austin called Nasty's. That place is gross, but pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it lived up to its name, and it certainly was a lovely, lovely time. A good old nasty.
That's nasty.
Okay, so Wendy, what you're saying the shot ski is. So let's say we had a shot ski here, and then the ski went across, and then let's say it had 3 things that were glued there. They poured the shots, and we would have to drink them. We'd have to position our heads at the various parts of the ski, and then be like 1, 2, and all drink it together.
And that's like a communal thing. So it's because they had one at the old German beer hall in Milwaukee. We played there once.
Oh yeah, I remember. I don't remember the shot ski, but I remember the old German ball.
I remember some of our friends doing a shot ski there.
Yeah. Hey, yes.
But that's what makes it tricky is they're all like together,
Okay.
So if you're not ready, you might get a shot in the face.
So don't order something expensive.
Right.
No, it just made me. I saw the shot ski, and I was like, oh, it's a cool Polish thing. I mean, it's New York. There's plenty of Poles here. No, it's just a
cool
ski,
Polish thing,
like the kind that killed Sonny Bono or whatever. Full of drinks. Okay. Now Scott's been to them, where he says they're drilled into the ski, and the shot glasses are cradled into it.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
Scott.
That sounds similar to what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you guys probably have a thing. If that's probably what they did, and I was probably just like, this is lame. And Tim, try the spaghetti ski sometime.
Try that.
They do that. They do that at the Italian bar. Is they do the spaghetti ski.
It's got to be really messy.
Yeah, and then you get the spaghetti sauce, whatever, Prego all over your face, whatever.
Spaghetti ski.
Or shots of ragu with vodka. Oh God,
that's gross.
I drink it.
Do we have time to tell him about when Go Pack came out?
Sure.
So Go Pack got licensed by the NFL, the Super Bowl, and the Green Bay Packers, like 3 separate entities. And the deal was we would get $500 every time they used it all throughout the
Wait, we didn't agree to talk about the money. No, yeah. I'm just kidding, man. I'm kidding.
So anyway, we kept going out to bars, mostly Legends. We kept going out to bars and running up tabs and buying a tremendous amount of drinks for us and our friends, all throughout the Packer playoffs. And they never used the song, not once. Anyway, but it's still cool that we had a contract with the NFL. And
that was a heartbreaker.
It was a heartbreaker.
It wasn't. So Tim, obviously the music supervisor at the football games, our song wasn't in his top 100 because they picked about 500 songs and they didn't get ours. But it was nice. At least they found it in the first place and offered us some money to do it. And you never know. The Packers could do well again, and then Go Pack could come in. This could be Jordan Love's year. This could be Jordan loves year. And we could be talking a different tune when it comes to February. All right, everybody. We will see you at the Patreon Hangout again. That's going to be in 2 weeks, and then we'll see you again for a public hangout next month. So we'll share the invite and stuff like that, and we'll have some special surprises and treats for people that bring their friends and things like that.
Ooh, surprises.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen, because in 2024 anything goes. Now, I mean, it's also a leap year, right? And the last leap year we had was 2020, and that year certainly anything went.
Let's not talk about it.
So you never know what's going to happen. So we'll talk.
We have to have a Quantum Leap Day party again.
We might have a Quantum Leap Day party again.
There you go.
You never know. Everybody, have a great January. We'll see you again. Patreons, we'll see you soon, and we'll have some music for you. So stay out of trouble. Good luck with your resolutions or goals or systems, or no matter what you set. Let's make this year our biggest year and best year yet. See you guys later.
Here, here. Cheers. We kiss you.